Hey everybody, this is your girl Angenett Curry with PPS Financial Coaching and Services. And of course, I'm coming to you again with another video. I had some questions about a video that I put out about how you can purchase a home. So I wanted to try to elaborate on that because I had some people wanted to ask me about down payment assistance. How can they receive down payment? What can they do to try to pay as less as they can? Of course, for those of you that are on low income, and I know you're already, paycheck to paycheck, and you probably can't save a lot of money right now because you are at a stressed budget, as I say, which means that you don't have any extra money to pull out towards savings. I wanted to kind of give you some ideas of things that you can do to help you with your down payment assistance, your closing costs, because those are fees that you are going to go have to pay during for buying a home. And a lot of people don't understand that it's not just going to the bank and say, I want to buy a house, or going to a real estate agent and say that I want to buy a house. There are some things that you need to have in place. There are some terms that you need to know. And also, you need to have your finances in order before you do this. So I want to give some ideas of what I found out during my journey as we are trying to buy a house. My boyfriend and I, we are trying to buy a house next year. So we are getting our finances together. We're finding lending companies, and we're also finding down payment assistance help, closing cost assistance help, grants and things like that for first-time home buyers. If you never purchased a home before, your city or county has assistance to help you, which what they call first-time home buyers. If you never bought a home before, you can apply for that, but there are some stipulations. You would have to attend a home buyers workshop, and that is typically for 8 hours, which means you'll probably have to go in from 9 and stay to 5. Once you attend that home buyers workshop, you are paired with a counselor, and then they're gonna need your budget, which means you need to have that budget in place. They're gonna want to know what your finances are. So you're gonna have to have a list of what you're paying out, your bills, your debts, how much money you have in savings. If you are saving, they are going to want to know where all of your money is going. So this is just to give you some tips of things that you need to put in place, so that way buying a home won't be so hard for you if you know what you got to do, instead of just walking into a bank or talking with the loan officer or talking with the real estate agent, and then they hit you with, you got to have this, you got to have this, you got to have it, and then it becomes overwhelming. So if I can provide some information to help you through this, um, so it won't be so frustrating, and it won't seem like you're being hit with a bomb, you know, so that way you can kind of prepare better. All right, so I'm going to get started. One of the ways that you can get down payment assistance, because um, some of the fees that are attached to buying a home is, you got your closing costs, which means your bank fees, attorney fees, real estate agent fees, those any type of fees that is attached to buying that house. Um, let's see, you have inspection fees, termite inspection. There may be some other fees that you may have to pay. So you have to have that money up front. And I know for some banks, like if you go through a bank, they may request 5% down. They may request 10% down. And I know some banks that are requesting 20% down. So you want to kind of get your ducks in a row before you go to a bank or before you go talk to a loan officer. So that way you can kind of have an idea of how much money you need to have. Now, some lending companies do accept grants from other entities, like I know the CDF, your city Community Development Foundation is what it's called, and they call it CDF. So what you want to do is go on the website and then type in whatever your city is. I'll say Vicksburg because I live in Vicksburg. I can say Big City of Vicksburg CDF, Community Development Foundation, and it's gonna come up. And when you click on that website, and usually it's on the city page. Um, so once you click on that website, you'll go to the CDF department, and once you go to the Community Development Department, they have entities for first-time home buyers. They have grants for low-income families, if you're trying to buy a home, because they are trying to the develop communities around in the city and county, and so they provide assistance to help you become a homeowner, because for them that's bringing in revenue, that's showing that the city is stable, and so it makes them look good when they can provide homes for people, or nice houses for people. So when visitors come in, they go, "Oh, okay." So I just wanted to go over that with you. Also, if you are within a low income to medium income range, there are some agencies that you can apply for that you can get your interest rate at a low percentage, which means, like, I know NACA.com, uh, um, you can get like a 1% interest rate all the way up to like a 3% interest rate. And then USDA.com, I think theirs is like from 3% to 6% interest rate. And then FHA.com, those are low income to medium income entities that you can apply for. And they are income contingent, which means you have to have a certain income level to qualify for it. So that's why I say low to medium income. And they list that on their website. They'll have the income threshold that you can meet on their website. So I'm going to go over the websites with you so you can kind of get a better understanding. So that way, when you do go and search the website, you can kind of see what I'm explaining, and you go, ah, that's what she meant. This is okay. This is where she went. This is what she did. And maybe you get a better understanding, I hope. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm talking about, and you can have a better understanding. And I hope this helped for those of you that asked me questions about if I had any ideas of how you can afford to pay costs. I'm just going to give just a few ideas. There are tons. If you Google your city and state, and then there are some companies that do offer assistance to purchase a home too, monetary assistance to purchase a home. So I would say do your research before you just run to a mortgage company. Make sure that you know what your credit score need to be. Make sure you have your finances in order, because if you don't, if your credit score is at below a 640, I think it's going to be hard for you to get approved. I do know some people with NACA, they don't go by credit score. NACA.com, they don't go by your credit score. They go by your payment history. But with NACA, you have to have at least a 2-year good payment history, which means that you have to have a history of paying your bills on time for 2 years, no late payments. And that's what they go by. So, and it's very important that you have a budget in place, because they are going to want to see how you're paying your bills, how you're budgeting. They're going to want to see how responsible you are with your money. And that's the only difference with NACA. And it's a little bit intimidating, because when you have to attend a webinar first in order to get through the program. You have to attend a 4-hour webinar, and it's usually on Fridays. So once you attend the 4-hour webinar, they'll give you a code to get into to create your account. Once you create your account and you log in, there's a list of documents that you have to turn in. And so you go step by step, and then they give you time enough to get the documents. So don't think that you know, at a time frame where you have to have it. They give you enough time to get all that stuff together. So once, and I would suggest, um, because sometimes you have to set an appointment. Once you get your documents turned in, then you have to set an appointment to meet with a counselor, and then that's how they select your counselor. And this is the person that's going to be working with you through the process. So you're not going to be by yourself. They are not going to leave you hanging, kind of like a mortgage company. Usually with a mortgage company, they tell you what they want you to do, and then they send you off on your own, and you just got to get it done. With NACA.com, and that's what I like about them, they guide you through the process. They tell you exactly what you got to have, and it's up to you to provide that information, but they help guide you through it. You get paired with a counselor, and that counselor help guide you through it. And they have you, if you have questions, you reach out to your counselor and they'll answer the questions from there. So I'm going to share my screen. So I'm going to go to my city, which is the city of Vicksburg. This is our, I'm going to pull this down some. So this is our city page, which is the Vicksburg city, and you will have your own city page wherever you live, and you would just pull that up. So you would just go to departments. We're going to go to departments and then scroll down to community development. It's usually the community development page, or it's going to say community development foundation, CDF. CDF. Any city has a CDF, community development foundation. So we're going to click on that, and then you see here it says housing, building and inspection. So we're going to click on the housing office, and once we click on that, and then this is, I'm going to move my face again so you can see. And then if you see here, this is the housing office, and it has here, it says credit counseling, down payment assistance for first-time home buyers, home repair assistance for the elderly, home buyers education, home buyers fair, and housing counseling program, and then volunteer. Usually you have to do a home buyers education course first before they even before you can even apply for the down payment assistance with the city. So this right here, home buyers education, it kind of tells you what you got to have. The home buyers assisted with the city of Vicksburg funds are required, and you must attend the home buyers education class. So this is something that you have to do first. And then once you attend the class, just like NACA, you're paired with a counselor, and then the counselor helps guide you through the process of what all you have to have, the things that you got to do. But this is the first. So check with your city CDF, Community Development Foundation. Check to see when their next home buyers association. Most of these now through COVID, since we have COVID, and if you're watching this video and we're past COVID, thank you, Lord. You don't have to go through that. But if we are still in COVID, they have a set time that and set days that they do this. I know the city of Vicksburg, I just called them and they only did it twice this year. So she said they'll do it in January, and then they'll do it again within the year, but they don't have a set month that they do it. They just go by how many people request the home buyers education class. And then once they get up to 50 people, that is when they will select the next date. So I was told that they only do it 2 to 3 times a year. Check with your CDF and see when their next home buyer education class is. Most of them will let you get on the list if they have a list, or they'll tell you to continue to call back. But you don't want to miss this, because in order for you to get qualified for the down payment assistance, you have to attend this home buyers education, and this is free. All it does is just require your time, and most of them are done on Saturdays. So for those of you that work Saturdays, you may have to take off, and they give you enough time to request off, so that way you won't have to worry about it. But this is just something that could help you pay your down payment, your closing costs, any kind of fees that is assessed with buying a home. This could help you. And I know some cities give like $25,000. Some of them give $10,000 for a first-time home buyer. So it depends on what that city budget is and how many people that they select, um, um, that they select, uh, you know, during the year, or the course of the year, and then that's how they divide funds. Like I said, bigger cities can give more because they have a bigger budget. Smaller cities, maybe 2,000, 3,000, or even 5,000. But I have heard that some bigger cities have given at least $25,000 to help with down payment assistance. So you don't want to miss this, guys. This is something that you want to take part of because it's free. This is free money. This is grant money, something that you don't have to pay back. So you can use that to pay towards the house. So let's say you get approved for $10,000, but your closing cost is only $3,500. You can use the rest of that money. You can use the rest of that money to pay towards the loan, right? So, take advantage of this while you can, especially for my single parents, mom and dads, grandparents, anybody that is, trying to get a better life, but you really don't have the funds to pay right now because you're strapped, or you're living paycheck to paycheck, but you're trying to get yourself together and you really want to move. And this is something, guys, that you really want to take advantage of, okay? So the credit counseling, I'm going to show you that. So the credit counseling in the initial interview, which means once you meet with your counselor, you'll have an individual intake session where they will turn in basic financial information and housing. The housing counselor will create a file for each client. So what that means is you're going to have to budget. I have stressed this and stressed this and stressed this. If you want to do better, if you want to have a better life, you're going to have to do better, which means that you're going to have to start disciplining yourself to create this lifestyle that you need in order to get what you want. Okay. So you are going to have to create a budget. You are going to have to start documenting your finances. You are going to have to start looking at your transactions, where you're spending your money, what you're doing, because those counselors are going to go through all of your finances. And so don't feel bad when they ask you, why did you spend this? You're spending too much money. Don't get in your feelings, because that's what they do. They are financial counselors. And plus they want to know that they're not giving you money for you to just waste. Nobody want to give you $5,000 or $10,000 and then the next year you default on your loan because you can't pay the loan. So if you're already in debt, they want to make sure that you're going to be responsible enough and you're able to make those payments. Okay, guys. So get your life in order so you can have access to this money. Again, it's free money. It's free. Okay. This could help you where you don't have to really pay nothing out of pocket. And that's what I'm talking about when I say how to buy a home with little to nothing out of pocket. Because if you get approved for this down payment assistance, more than likely you'll probably only have to pay for for them to check your credit report, just little minimum stuff. You'll probably be out about $300 to $500, and that's it, instead of 5,000 or $7,000. Okay. Um, Again, check with your city community development foundation to see what they have to offer and when they are going to offer the home buyer education class. Okay, that's very important. Now, I went over how you can get your payments, your down payment, and your closing costs taken care of. Now, let's visit some of these companies that offer housing assistance where you can purchase a home with low income. And I know NACA, I'm looking at NACA, this is the NACA website. With them, you don't have to pay a down payment. You don't have to pay closing costs, but there is a what they call, I forgot what they call it, but you have to have enough money to cover your payment. Say once they create your profile and once you get approved, you got to have and they determine your monthly mortgage or monthly payment. You have to have that amount in the bank, I think, for 3 months. Shop, I think what they call a shop payment. And what that means is if anything happens, at least you got 3 months where you can pay your mortgage for 3 months. And usually once your loan get approved, you get that money back and you can apply it towards your loan, which means that you can buy points and you can buy points. And so you can apply that money towards your loan or you can get that money back. So, and that's what I like about NACA. And they also pair you with a counselor to where they guide you through the process. Now, for NACA, you do have to attend a webinar, which is a 4-hour webinar, in order for you to even get access to the program. So, and this is usually done on a Saturday. So you will have to, and you have to sit there for 4 hours. If you get out of it, you're going to have to start back over. They don't want you to get out of that webinar for nothing. So if you say that, well, I'm only in an hour or 2 hours, can I leave early? No. They are not going to let you leave early. You have to sit there for 4 hours. So what I did when I attended my webinar, I could get up and go use the restroom and fix me something to eat. And I got up and moved around when I got tired. You can get up and move around. You just can't end the session or you just can't close out of the webinar. You have to leave it up. Now, you can turn your camera off so they can't see you. You can turn your camera off if you want to eat or if you want to go use the restroom, or if you get a phone call, very important phone call within that 4 hours, or your child come up and want to ask you some questions, you can turn the camera off and then mute your phone so that way they can't hear you, or mute your laptop so they can't hear you, but still leave it up so you can hear. But don't close it out. Once you attend the session, and they're going to give you a code at the end of the session, they're going to give you a code to log into the website. And then once you log into the website, there is a profile that you create. Once you create that profile, there's a list of items that you have to turn in. So you upload it and you have to upload it. So there's I think it was my check stub, driver's license, voter registration card, bank statements, budget. You have to turn in a budget. So most institutions, if you trying to get money, they want to know how responsible you are with your money. So you got to have a budget, guys. Make sure that you go ahead and start saving money too. You want at least $500 in the bank. So when you start, they kind of see that you're trying. So this is NACA. Let me try to log in to my profile so you can kind of see what NACA is about. Log in. Web file. It's web file login is where we're going. And then my NACA ID. I can't remember my NACA ID. I got it wrote down somewhere. But anyway, you log in. Let's see. Get my oh, they'll send it to me in an email. But anyway, when you log in, it's going to take you to a profile to where it'll have all the documents that you have to upload, and you just click on the tab, and then you upload the document, and that's all you have to do for NACA. Once you finish uploading your document, at the end, there's a button for you to press to set an appointment to meet with your advisor, or I forgot what they call them, but your housing specialist. And once you meet with your housing specialist, then that's when they set up a game plan for you to do. Like they'll have action steps for you to complete in order for you to get approved. So once you get done with those action steps, you move to the next progress. You move to the next step, and then you complete each step until you get approved. And then once you get approved, you go to a housing search, and that's when you start searching for your house. Okay. USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, they have a housing program um, that helps pay where you can get a home, purchase a home in a rural area. Now, USDA, I think they only offer assistance in rural areas. Let me find nutrition, climate, find housing, rural. So we're gonna go to rural. And I think every county has a USDA. So check United States, check with your city or county to see if you have a United States Department of Agriculture. And usually most do. And now with this home, it's a rural development loan, which means that it has to be in the county. It can't be anything in the city. So for those of you that would love to live in the county, you're wanting to purchase something in the county, and with this one, you can purchase a house to build, which means that they have builder loans, they have just regular loans where you can purchase a home or you can build a home. And this says affordable and safe housing. One of the three divisions of rural development, the Housing and Community Facilities Program, invests in providing safe, clean, and modest living for those who live outside of our urban areas, which means that outside the city limits, whether it's through a loan or loan guarantee to purchase a home, loans and grants to provide necessary repairs, and even rental assistance and finances to build affordable apartment complexes for families and seniors. Now, the housing program ensures that housing is available and affordable in rural communities. Now, I do know with NACA, you can buy a fourplex. Okay, it's called a multifamily, which means that you can actually get a regular loan. It depends on what you get approved for. You can purchase a fourplex, which means that you must live in one. You must live in one, and you can rent the other three out. How amazing is that? This is with NACA, and I think USDA does it too, where you can buy a fourplex because it's called a multifamily, but you must live in one, and I think you have to live there for at least 5 years before you can rent your apartment out or your home out. But you can live in one and rent the other four. So for those of you that are trying to buy investment property, this is a great way of doing it because the interest rate is so low. The interest rate is so low. You can get a down payment assistance, and then you can get something built, or you can purchase something for uh, low cost, what you would do with a traditional bank loan. So let's see. So here, I wanted to go over this. So it tells you about the Rural Development Initiative for American Indian and Alaska Native program. So faith-based and neighborhood partnerships and substantially undeserved trust areas. That means these are towns that really don't have that many people, and they're trying to build the rural areas up. So they have grants and loans to assist with that, which means that churches that are trying to get in rural areas, they will help them and assist them to build entities, to create churches, worship areas for these families in the rural areas. Okay, I just got a notice saying somebody was missing, and I was trying to read what was going on. So that's what happened. Excuse me with that, guys. But anyway, if you look at the financing, loans, and grants, they have the rural energy financing, single family housing, direct home loans. Um, and some of this money, I think you don't have to pay back, guys. So these are really great ways of purchasing a home. And it tells you what it does. Um, you know what the program do, also known as the Section 502 Direct Loan Program. This program assists low and very low applicants obtain decent, safe, and sanitary housing in eligible rural areas. So if you're trying to buy a home in the county, this is a great avenue to go through. And then your interest rate is like 3%. And then it tells you how to apply, training, things that you have to go through, borrowers resources. So this is something definitely to research. And then, you know, there are no other additional requirements. So once you look over the requirements for the applicant profile, they have the video, the orientation, they have everything, contact information. So this is USDA .gov, guys. This is a rural development if you're trying to get somewhere in the county or in a rural area, this is where to go. Now, FHA, most realtors work through FHA. These are entities where you can get a home on low income, and you can buy like a some of these houses that are fixer upper. And I know FHA have what they call fixer upper loans. I think they are called 302 loans or something like that, where if you buy a home that needs to be repaired, you can get a extra uh, uh, loan to work with the to pay for the repairs in the home. So it says buy HUD home. Usually these homes, most of them need repairs. They need some type of repairs. Now these are foreclosed homes. Most of them are foreclosed. Some of them aren't. With the HUD homes, usually they get them through foreclosure, which means that somebody had a USDA loan and they couldn't pay for it, and so FHA step in and purchase the loan and seize the home. And so they'll sell it for below market value, which means if it's a home that's worth $100,000, you may can get it for like 70 or $65,000. So this is a great way to purchase home below market. Um, but most of them do require some type of repair work. So you may just think about it. And then these two, single family and multifamily. again, for those of you that are trying to get fourplexes, this is a great way to obtain a fourplex, to get rental properties, because of the interest rate, man, is so low. And then you get assistance. I think you get down payment assistance, and plus you get extra money to repair the homes. So guys, this is worth researching. Just make sure you go through here and research everything. And it has like the single family, the mortgage programs. Of course, you got to attend a training and events, and then it tells you about buying a home. And then with the multifamily, it's the same thing. This is FHA, guys. FHA, what a great way. And look, Section 8, for those of you that are on Section 8, you can still purchase a home through FHA. Amazing, amazing. I know I'm helping somebody out with this. I know I'm helping somebody out with this. Okay, now this, through the FHA, it tells you about the multifamily business. It tells you, you know, what you can do, how to purchase the home. And then let me go to Chase. Also, guys, another one that I kind of stumbled on when me and my boyfriend were looking for um, ways that we can finance our home. We looked up on Chase, and this is called the Dre Maker, DREAMAKER, Dre Maker. And what it does is it says whether you're buying a new home or exploring the benefits of refinancing, we offer affordable low down payment options and grants, plus our exclusive Chase Dre Maker mortgage to help you make it happen. So this says the Dre Maker, it has competitive interest rate, down payments as low as only 3%, only 3%. So if you get approved for $100,000, you're only paying 3% of that. Okay. This can come entirely from gift funds, which means that if you apply for the first time home buyers with the city, you can apply it to the Dre Maker with the 3% interest rate, and you will get this home with no money down, right? No money out of pocket. Now, you may have to pay for your credit report, or there may be some inspection fees that you may have to pay for. But guys, this is something that you can afford, okay? Now, with the Dre Maker, it says reduce mortgage insurance, which means that they will reduce your mortgage insurance, because any home that you purchase, you got to have a mortgage insurance, whether it's a new construction or it's an old home. The bank is not going to let you secure that loan unless you have some type of insurance. Now, they said that you get reduced mortgage insurance that can be canceled as you pay down your principal. Guys, I almost fell out my chair when I read this. And then it says you can earn $2,500 towards your purchase with our exclusive Chase Home Buyer Grant, which means that you can get the first time home buyers, if it's 5,000 or whatever it is, plus you can earn $2,500 with Chase through the exclusive Chase Home Buyer Grant. Then you can get 3% down. Then you can get a discount on your mortgage insurance. Then you can get an additional $500 when you complete the home buyer's education course. Who said who said that they can't afford to get a house? Who said that it's tough to get a house? Who said that um it's a lot of work to get a house? Guys, this is worth whatever you gotta go through. I'm telling you, it's out there. The assistance is out there. All you gotta do is just put in the work, get your budget together, get your finances together, start working, saving money. Because you're gonna need money anyway. You're gonna need money for a U-Haul. boxes, things you got to do to move, to get the lights transferred if you're moving out of the area. So you're gonna need some extra money anyway. So it's time to buckle down, start saving. And again, if you need assistance, I am here, guys. If you need help with creating a budget and you don't know where to start, call me. If you need assistance on creating that vision board so you can know what you have to do within a year, if you're trying to get into this home within a year, call me so I can help you with that vision board. Okay. If you got some stuff on your credit that you're trying to get off your credit so you can raise your credit score. Let's say with the Dre Maker, you got to have a certain a 640, 700 credit score, and you don't quite have that, call me. Okay, I will help you through this. And of course, I have a free Facebook group called 724 700 IN24 724. If you have the will and the discipline to repair your own credit, I give you all the steps. You got the letters, you got the steps. All you have to do is just follow the procedure and watch your credit score go up. Do what I say do and watch your credit score go up. And you ain't got to pay nobody. Okay. You're doing this on your own for free. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't have the time and care not to work on your credit report, and that's okay. We got some people that just don't want to deal with that. They would rather just pay somebody else to do it. And that's where I come in at. I will fix your credit, repair your credit, get your credit score where it needs to be for a fee. Now, call me, guys. I am here for you. Let's make your dream come true. This is the time, guys. There has not been a better time to own a home. There is so much money out there to assist you to get where you need to be. No matter what income level you are at, you can get assistance with purchasing a home. Okay. So no more talking about what you can't do, what you don't have. Uh, what you got help. You got help. Okay. Now, I want to see some comments. You guys tell me if this video was very informational, if you got some type of guidance, if I helped you through this. Um, Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget, as I always say, like and share with somebody that you know needs this, because I'm sure you know somebody that needs this. Okay, guys, I am so excited because this is something that I've always wanted. I've always wanted my own home, and so I get to do this with my boyfriend. We're doing this together, and I'm excited. He's excited because we just never thought that we would be at this level, especially with my credit score and his credit score. We had to discipline ourselves and get ourselves together and work on our credit score, work on our finances, and that what we did. That was most important for us. Um, and we came together to make it happen. And that's what you have to do if you're in a relationship or if you got kids. Sit down and come together as a family and talk about your goals and talk about where you want to go in the future. Because if you don't know, or if they don't know where you're headed, then that could be some tension in the future because you're going one way and they may be trying to go another way. So come together and talk about it so you can get your goals, so you can have some type of understanding and make it all work. Thank you, guys. I'm gonna come back and get my screen back. Let's see. I'm gonna stop sharing so you can see my big face. All right, I'm back, guys. I stopped sharing. Um, I hope I provided you with some information. Now you see that obtaining a home is reachable. You can do this. You just have to discipline yourself, get yourself together, do what you got to do so you can have that dream for you and your children because I know this is something that you want. Reach out if you have any questions. I am out. Y'all have a beautiful evening. This is your girl, Angenett Curry, with PBS Financial Coaching and Services. I have a perspective vision. What about you?